Meta, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Threads, a company with nearly 3 billion daily users, record revenue, record profits, one of the most valuable companies on the planet. Well, it's laying off 8,000 people. And not because it's struggling, but in fact because it isn't struggling. Now, on May 20th, Meta plans to lay off approximately 8,000 employees. That's about 10% of its global workforce, while simultaneously transferring roughly 7,000 employees into newly created AI-focused roles. Now, these cuts arrive on the heels of one of the most lucrative quarters in the company's history. $56.31 billion in revenue and $26.8 billion in net income for the first 3 months of 2026. You see, Meta isn't cutting because it's bleeding, it's cutting while it's booming. And that is not a one-time move. Since late 2022, Meta has cut more than 30,000 jobs across multiple rounds as part of its efficiency and AI restructuring efforts. November 2022, 11,000 jobs. March 2023, 10,000 jobs. Early 2025, 3,600 jobs. Jan 2026, 1,250 jobs. March 2026, another 400 jobs. And May 2026, 8,000 jobs will be lost. So why is Meta doing this? The official answer is straightforward. Meta CEO Susan Li said a leaner operating model would help offset the company's massive capital expenditures, particularly around artificial intelligence, which will hit somewhere between $125 to $145 billion this year. Now, that's a massive leap from its $72.2 billion spent last year. Now, in other words, Meta is simply redirecting money from people to machines. Now, that spending is directed at data centers, semiconductors, GPU clusters, and infrastructure support, its llama models and recommendation systems, including a reported $27 billion joint venture with Nebius for a gigawatt-scale AI data center campus in Louisiana. Now, Meta is simultaneously reorganizing surviving employees into AI-focused pods under the Super Intelligent Labs division, led by 28-year-old Chief AI Officer Alexander Wong. Now, Bank of America has estimated that the restructuring could generate $7 to $8 billion in annualized savings, a fraction of the AI capex, but a signal of what the new model looks like. Meta's move is not happening in isolation. The changes reflect a broader pattern of AI-linked job cuts among major US companies this year, particularly in the tech sector. So far this year, there have been almost 110,000 layoffs at 137 tech companies after roughly 125,000 cuts all of last year. But there is a tension at the heart of this story that Zuckerberg has struggled to resolve publicly. On April 30th this year, during a company-wide internal town hall meeting, he was explicit about one thing, and I quote, "Getting everyone internally to use AI tools and getting to do the work more efficiently is not the thing that's driving layoffs. And yet, the money that would have paid those 8,000 salaries is going directly into AI infrastructure." Now, whatever anxiety investors are experiencing, the feeling inside the company is more intense, with some longtime staffers questioning Meta's AI pursuits, while also weighing if now is the time to leave for opportunities at other companies in the AI race. Now, those who remain after the May cuts will be working under a new AI pod leadership structure with a manager-to-employee ratio that some internal reports suggest could reach 1:50 in certain divisions. Now, the world's most profitable social media company, one generating $56 billion in revenue in a single quarter, has decided that the era of scaling through people is over. The question this raises is not just about Meta's 8,000 employees. It is about what happens when the most profitable companies in the world decide that the next phase of growth doesn't need more people, it needs better machines. That is the world we are now entering.